Okay folks, this is another piece I got from the side of the road with all these toys and other related materials. Let's see how we go with this. This will be a bit of a challenge, this one. Don't know how this one's going to look. It's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, folks, I just got tested for COVID today, so hopefully it'll be a negative result. I'm just doing some demos to kill some time. Got plenty of stuff that I picked up off the side of the road, including this car, a checker cab with a missing two front wheels for some reason. I don't know why, but you know, these are toys. You know, kids and their boys, and usually boys. I have to emphasise, because most kids that play with cars are normally boys, but I must say I'm one of the few kids that loved cars and trucks, even though I'm a female. I am a tomboy, so I can fully understand what it must be like to be a girl and want to play with male-dominated toys. It's just something different, you know, like everyone's different, you know. I know my parents didn't like me with my tomboy attitude, my dad in particular. Now we can make that a bit smaller, we can fit that on the page. But yeah, my dad and also my mum wanted me to play with dolls. But I hated dolls, folks. I just did not like, I still don't like them. They're creepy. They're ugly. I don't like dolls. I hate dolls. I still do, folks, to this day. Plasticky and yucky and ugh. I think this is a bit... So, you know, I hated dolls and I still don't like them. Especially baby dolls. Yuck. It's like yuck. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Now this is still got to make it a bit shorter. That's touching it nicely there, and that looks good. But basically, I just hate fucking dolls. I just don't like them. And my dad used to buy me dolls, trying to feminize me. And that was another thing. I also liked wearing pants and t-shirts. I didn't like dresses. That's another thing I hated, was dresses. And I was always being... my mum doesn't care anymore. Well, I've gotten closer to my mum, but my dad is still an asshole. And yeah, but they used to try to... that looks good. I think that's how we're going to make it. So I think it was mainly dad, but I think mum was also involved in trying to feminise me, and it's just really, you can't do that, folks. You can't feminise someone or masculinise someone if they're not interested. You know, if you don't, so it's so annoying, you know, like my dad spent all that money on dolls and dresses and shit, and I just couldn't, I just hated it, constantly being feminised, as I call it. I call it just simply being feminised. I just couldn't. I got a gut feeling I want to do it this way. I think this is the best way. We're going to make this into a movement piece. So yeah, it was really difficult living like that, and I feel sorry for those people who are transgender, who live in this society which makes people having to be normal and feminized or masculinized. I'm not transgender, folks, okay? But I think my experience could be a taste of what it must feel like to be trans. Even though I'm not. I do identify with my female pronoun. I think that's the word, pronoun, or pro something or other. I think this is too big. We're meant to shrink it. Well, not shrink it, we're meant to put it back to 100%. But yeah, I think I've got a taste of what it must be like to be a transgender person, but I'm not trans. I don't cringe when I'm called. I don't think I cringe. Whatever. But I do identify as a female, even though not fully. But I do want to have sex with a person that I love, and that is Luigi. And so I do have feelings like I am a woman, but my femininity tends to lie dormant, like when it comes to having sex. Now this looks really good. Wondering if we're going to make it a dual colour job or we're going to leave it at full colour. I think we're going to go dual colour. But basically, I do... Fuck, I hate this damn screen. It's a pain in the ass. Wondering if we're going to just leave it on that. We're going there. So we got a really good result from this checkered cab. Looks really interesting and abstract. But yeah, I do want to have a relationship with a man. Luigi, he's the partner that I'm missing. I love him. And if I was transgender, I guess I wouldn't be able to accept myself being female, having sex as a female would. I don't know if transgender people actually have sexual feelings. I don't know enough about that sort of thing. Sorry, folks. I'm ignorant. In a lot of ways, I'm ignorant, so don't take my word as gospel, so as to speak. Let's see how we go with this. Yeah, that looks interesting. That lovely hot pink, or they call it magenta in printing terms. We're going to go back to yellow because I like putting the hot colours each corner rather than together, or the cold colours as well. This looks really quite nice, the way that you get this slightly wishy-washy, but you get the dark detail as well. So these are our two that we've got so far, the hot colours. So we're now just going to go there and we're going to make mirror image for the other two pieces. Actually, I wasn't meant to, green. I was meant to do green. Sorry, I got mixed up. I was thinking I was doing maybe blue, but I'm not doing blue. I'm going to probably do cyan. But let's see. This is our green contingent. Now we're going to switch over to this one, this blue colour called cyan, not the dark blue that we have, but this one. This is a primary colour. Let's see how we go with this. Okay, out it comes. That looks brilliant, actually. Makes me think of anodised aluminium, like on drinking cups used for milkshakes, like from the 70s or the 50s or whenever it was that they made those things. And this green, these colours remind me of that. which reminds me of Cairns, or not so much Cairns, but a road trip. That looks really nice. I think now we can call this demo quit.